welcome to Talk of the Town. You know who I am. I'm Karen Bukes, and I'm the host tonight. We have a full house tonight. We even have an audience, and I'm really excited about this show. So let's get going and acknowledge one of our underwriters, Jeff Cohen and One Stop Painting. They do it all. Great Plymouth Company. Brewster, PC Solutions with Wrestling Brewster. He has a show right here on PAC TV. Tune in, Wrestling with Computers, very informative. Another underwriter, I'm getting them all out of the way in the beginning because this show is going to be really good. David and Kevin Gallerani, they own Cape Auto and Cape Service. Locations are Samoset and Sandwich Streets, right here in Plymouth. Now, you know you can call us, and Mary Ellen, I know you're out there, so get on that phone later, all right? 508-830-3971. As I said tonight, we have a full house. We have 4 great guests and an audience. Our good friend, Randy Parker from the Sims House Foundation is here, and from the Knights of Columbus, St. Bonaventure Parish, Michael Gaffey and Kevin Regan, and author of many great books, of which I have here, and we're going to discuss Taylor Nash. Is that Taylor's real name? Taylor Nash. So please welcome Randy Parker, Taylor Nash, Michael Gaffey, and Kevin Regan.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having us, Karen.
Wow. Look at you all.
Always a pleasure.
Honestly, now we'll get this out of the way. It's the Sims Foundation, not the Symes. We found out, right, Randy?
That's historically accurate, yes.
Yes, and so now we say Sims. And I think we started saying that in the very, very beginning and just fell into Symes, and now we're back to Sims. But I don't know how we're going to start here, but I would like to start with Taylor Nash. Welcome, Taylor, and I know you came from out of state.
I did.
To be here. And you have some wonderful books, of which she gave me, cookbook, and these wonderful stories, but primarily you're here for Wicked Moon.
That is correct.
Tell us.
Okay. Well, I am Randy Parker's sister, and when I came to visit Randy after they had found the Symes house, I looked at that and I said, you know what, this would be an incredible, make an incredible book. So those thoughts in my mind as an author started running rampant, and that was my decision. And more than anything, this was an adventure that I could do with my brother and his family, one that was very dear to his heart. And it became very dear to my heart as I started working on this project. And the profits from the novel Wicked Moon will go back to the Symes Foundation. So,
that's so generous.
Well, it's a small price to pay for this kind of adventure. I mean, a journey that we rarely get to take in life, to be part of something so huge. And if I may interject at this time, I would just like to congratulate the Symes Foundation for the incredible work they have done. When you, on my website, I looked at the first picture I took of that house, and then I was just here this summer, and I took the second picture, and I look at those side by side, and it gives me goosebumps. It's so overwhelming, the amount of time and energy they have spent on this project. So a big applause to not only the foundation, but to all the volunteers as well. So I just feel very blessed to be part of this adventure and a small part of it.
That's wonderful. And so this Wicked Moon is the name of your book.
Yes.
The author is Taylor Nash.
Correct.
And sometime next year it'll be out.
Yes, yes.
And maybe we can have you back then.
Oh, I would be honored. I would love to. I'd love to.
But you also brought some things that we can put up on the screen, and you can describe
Oh, I would love
what
to,
we're
yes.
going to be seeing. Jimmy, can you get those ready? First, the book cover, and let's see if people recognize what this book cover is.
Oh, I am so excited with this cover. First of all, I have to tell you, a local photographer, Amy Davies, she did this book cover for me. And did she do a phenomenal job on this?
She
did. We still are going to be adding in, a few finishing touches, the name and so forth. But I wanted you to see the real picture of what Amy did. Amy spent a lot of time on this cover, and all of that time was donated on behalf of the Symes Foundation. So she did not charge it, which she was so sweet, and she just put so many hours into this. Thank you, Amy. I hope you're watching tonight, but we could not be more thrilled with the way the cover turned out.
And that's the house.
Yes, it is.
And with a little Photoshop, we have the water in front of it and that big old moon, and I'm surmising it is a wicked moon.
Yes. And that kind of leads me a little bit to, this is a contemporary romance.
Thank you, Jimmy.
It has mystery, intrigue, a little bit of paranormal, and I will tell you, it is a work of fiction, which means this is, even though I've used the Symes house as the backdrop, and a lot of local businesses have been very kind and are allowing me to use their names in Wicked Moon, because I want people that live in this area to read this book and go, whoa.
So the connection is there.
Oh, yeah.
Aside from the house.
Oh, yeah. It's about Manomet. It's about this community, this great community.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, so I think when people read it, but they have to remember, this is a work of fiction. The story is my imagination, and I have a great imagination.
Well, you're related to Randy. You would have to have a great imagination, right,
exactly.
Randy? Comes by naturally.
Yes.
You notice she talks a lot.
I do.
Yeah, well.
And
It runs in the family.
I've got to tell you, Karen,
Yeah.
that Kay really is smarter than I am.
Oh, I'm not.
And you know how come?
No.
She went to kindergarten twice because I wouldn't go without her.
Yeah, you'd have to bring that up.
She loves you.
I do love him.
Oh, my goodness. Your mother made her go twice with you.
Yeah, she went 1 year with me. She didn't make her.
Yeah.
I mean, Kay went of her own accord.
Oh,
Yeah.
But she's
that's
had
wonderful.
one more year of education
Yes.
Yeah.
than most normal people because of me.
Yeah.
You know, but I see the resemblance. I hear it. I can tell you came from the same place.
Yes.
And but you're Illinois.
I live in Champaign, Illinois.
Yes.
Yes.
And let's see now what else that you brought.
Okay.
The trailer.
Yes, this is exciting.
Okay.
And I have to say that this is the first time anybody has seen that's the cover. There should be the book trailer that goes along with this.
Right.
Hopefully we'll have that up in a minute here.
He's looking for it.
Okay, that's fine.
So this is a whole trailer on.
On Wicked Moon, what happens is you do a book trailer, it's only about a minute and a half, but it has music, it has pictures from the house, and photographs that were taken. I'll put the music and a little bit of script.
Okay.
So,
Does he have it?
Yeah,
It's
It's
coming. It's
loading.
rendering.
yes.
All right.
It's so fantastic, it takes a while to load. Let's put it that way.
Oh, he went to.
I'll tell you what.
What?
While you're waiting for the clip, why don't you introduce everybody else?
There we go.
Okay, I did that already. You were busy, but
Oh, yes, it's true.
you also gave me a cookbook of your family recipes. I can't wait to try them. This
Yes.
is fantastic.
This one.
I really can't wait to try this.
Okay, intro the clip.
Oh, okay, we're ready for the clip.
Wonderful. about here.
Okay.
First of all, the book trailer was designed by Christine Nelson of Nelson Interactive.
Okay.
Photographs that you saw in here of Ida and Kristen were donated by the following people: Graham Custard, Sean Sweeney, Steve Cooper, Tracy Marino, and the models also donated their time to the Symes Foundation. So all of this project was donated by people on behalf of the Symes Foundation.
Everybody loves
Well, it's
the house
Yes.
and the community coming together.
right.
Which leads me into these two gentlemen right here from St. Bonaventure's Parish, Knights of Columbus, very community oriented.
Yes.
And please tell us what the Knights of Columbus has done for the Sims House Foundation.
Well, over the years, as the tree has been part of this whole Manomet Christmas experience, Christmas tree lighting, we've been helping by providing the lighting for it, getting it decorated, having the sort of the Christmas Carol gathering experience there, getting a little hot chocolate going, and making sure that we have some kids around to help us all have an excuse to be kids.
And when's the next lighting?
This traditionally it's the day after Thanksgiving, so there we are again, November the 29th, this Friday, and down at the Sims House.
And we've partnered with the Knights of Columbus. It really is their event. They've been doing it all these years, and we didn't discover until we moved the Christmas tree down to the new Manomet Commons that it was the Knights of Columbus doing this.
Yeah.
I haven't known anything about the organization. I thought they came over on the Santa Maria. I find that we have some common philosophies, and they do an awful lot for the community.
They do.
Right.
And
Yeah.
it's just really nice to see
Yeah.
people
Thank you.
coming together, helping people. And to develop that sense of community and the Christmas we have in Manomet. I believe there were literally hundreds last year. You guys had a tough time keeping
think
up
so,
with the
yes.
cider or the hot chocolate?
Yep.
Well, you know, that's very special about Manomet. I wouldn't live anywhere else. It is a sense of community in Manomet, really tight-knit. And we care about all the sections of Manomet as one, and we help each other. And the Knights of Columbus has a wonderful reputation for
thank you very
helping the community and out of St. Bonaventure's.
Yep.
And by the way, that church is to be commended.
Thank you. Yeah.
Well, and I
It's
think the church is, it's most unusual because I was kind of involved as it went through its political process
Yes.
in town hall, and I discovered that the parishioners did that. Manomet
Yes.
did that.
Yes.
I don't know that the Archdiocese had a whole lot to do with helping you. And
From what I
We will refrain
heard.
from comment for political consideration.
but to see something like that going on while the Sims House is developing and the Manomet Commons is growing,
And so many things, yeah.
St. Catherine's
Yeah.
Chapel Park has appeared, and that is one beautiful pastoral place.
A
And
good potential for that to happen through the benefit of the Sims Foundation.
well, it's that's up to the grantor, but we
Yeah.
stepped up to the plate, and then it's beyond their control after that. But really, these guys, Kay and I, are here together tonight because of the effort to improve the quality of life in Manomet and the fabric, the continuity, getting along.
Yeah.
So it's effort, and I appreciate what these guys have done. I was just You know, it was so cool. The Knights of Columbus.
The night, well,
are
they
they?
do. I mean,
What do they do?
forever, for years, since I was a child. I mean, and growing up in Hyde Park, Knights of Columbus
Oh, sure.
was
Yep.
very strong in there. Very
Oh, the city, sure.
Catholic community, and so they all. I'm going to ask my husband to do something. Ken, would you go into the booth and see if you can get that music for that trailer?
It played on the air, you couldn't hear it in the studio.
Oh,
go.
wonderful,
Okay.
wonderful.
Oh, I wish you had told.
That's what I was, that was.
Okay.
It's another testament to the power of faith.
Okay.
Being
Great.
told again in my ear, it played.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Fantastic.
I've heard of live
fantastic.
TV. I never heard of deaf TV. Hey, anything with you, Kenny.
Great.
We count on it.
Down now. That's positive.
You know, to get back to you, Taylor.
Yes.
Ida K. Miller,
Yes,
alias Parker.
yes.
Now you have other books here.
I do.
The Apparition,
Yes.
The Uncharted Depths.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us a little bit about these.
Well, there's kind of a real love story behind.
You're a romantic, aren't you?
Well, very much so. But there's more than that, Karen. There's kind of a story behind my romance novels. My husband was one of my biggest cheerleaders.
Oh.
You know, it's one of those things that you wait till you get older and you think, oh gosh, I wish I would have done this when I was younger. And he said, oh, you can do it, you know. So I start writing and I'm working really hard on it. And then we got devastating news that he had cancer and he had 3 to 6 months to live.
Oh,
So,
so sorry.
anyway, so this has been like 9 years ago. So what I decided to do, because he was my cheerleader, I really wanted to have a dedication in my novels to him, and I couldn't get it done in time. So what I did is I went ahead and did my cookbook, Ida K's Favorites, and I get to the picture here. I was able to dedicate the novel or my cookbook to him before he passed away.
Oh.
So that's kind of the backdrop of my love story of my novel. So it took me about 3 years before I could pick this novel up and start working on it again, because Uncharted Depths takes you from Illinois, where I live, to Gulf Shores, Alabama. And again, it's a romantic suspense with mystery, intrigue, and a little bit of a paranormal flair. So, you know.
Runs in the family.
Yeah, it does.
The mystery, the intrigue, of the paranormal flair.
All of the above. All of it. So anyway, so that's kind of the love story behind my novel. So it took me, after he passed away, about 3 years to get this one done, and it took me another few years to get the Apparition done as well. So it's just, you know, it's been kind of a wonderful journey, because it's something I love to do. It's so addicting. The characters do things.
They have their own voice.
They do, don't they?
Yes.
You said that you've written a little
Yeah.
bit, and they do. And I was so excited, because as I was finishing up parts of this, I mean, I'm still in the draft stage of it, but my characters did something over the weekend I didn't expect them to do. And something else happened that came to kind of fruition on Monday.
It's
So
really
it's
wild the way that happens.
Oh, it is. So I love doing this, and Wicked Moon will always be special in my heart because of the circumstances for it. So,
Are you going to have a signing at the Sims?
Absolutely.
Now
That they
that's
will
when
have me.
she comes back for that
Yes.
signing.